give you guys a lawyer that will help you guys. We didn't tell them we want to take the money and give you guys. And then there was a fight between Baba about Ada Foundation and whatever. But Ada Foundation has already taken money from the public and has promised them that they're going to get a lawyer and their foundation are going to work to get justice from Mohbad. And she's been doing her thing. Why are they coming for her? They really want justice. Does she owe them anything? Is she saying that they shouldn't do their own? They are doing their own thing and she's doing her own thing. I didn't pay to Ada Foundation. I didn't. But I paid to Baba Mohbad Foundation. I don't know whether I should call it Baba Mohbad Foundation or Baba GoFundMe or Baba Mohbad arrangement or structure. I paid to the structure. 320,000 plus is not a small money. I paid it to the structure.
Let me ask you one question, please. How many years imprisonment for a defamation of character for law?
No, it depends. Now, right? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has removed that law. Okay, the one that we used to have before is about we have to have for 5, 7, and 10 years, depending on how much dangerous it is to be. That's section 24, cybercrime 2015. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu has removed that law for everybody to speak freely. The one that we have right now is that's the criminal defamation law, criminal defamation, because we have civil, right? That's why Falana was asked, are you going to pursue the criminal defamation or you're going to go civil? You're going to have a civil case with Very Dark Man. They said, they have cancelled that one. I think they didn't cancel that one. He would have used that one on Very Dark Man. Okay, so he decided to go for the civil because they have cancelled that one. The one that we have right now is 374, section 374 and section 375, which is about 1 year. So they give 1 year, you serve 6 months. The highest is 1 year. It's misdemeanor offense right now. So if you want to go to the police to petition, it's not going to work. But where you can make that person, where you can suffer the person, is to have a civil case whereby you're going to file an ex parte motion, just like what Falana did, where you demand compensation. Okay, maybe the person defamed you, and so you want 500 million naira, like Falana did, right? And the person will begin pay small till he die.
In fact, now the problem now is this: two things here. If any of them enter prison for 1 year, then we still collect money, go put them for flats outside prison. If they won't collect money for whatever they've done, maybe 100 million. Now still innocent justice seeker, then go carry them come they collect money for them bail. But the same justice seekers now are not able to sit down on their own to think and analyze all this information themselves. They always go by what these people are telling them. How come now this lady alone feel analyze this rubbish she carry up and down? If something is transparent and there's no hidden thing, everybody should be able to understand what is inside it. Not to be calling her alone, talk about it, because now they don't put problem for her head. She don't know. It is sweeter.
No, you see, you mean at that foundation for who?
No, the new recruit.
Leave that girl. That girl, she matter something. Most ladies will see they do these things. One, they don't get job. Secondly, they're not fine. Thirdly, they get one problem for their body what they deal with. Okay, just go check the picture of that lady. First of all, they may contact me say you want to respond someone like that. She understand. If you have value, you deal with those who have value. Okay. When I look at every one of them, there, not your daddy, not Grexing, not that Nehi, none of them I compare myself to. Okay, it's a waste of time. It yet nothing. I'm not going to learn anything. It's only going to be about causing people and try to make something where there's nothing and while waste away all the time. Okay, and deceive people. I'm not ready for that. So that's why I didn't want to have them with York. I still engage York to a certain extent. But Durexi and others, no. I think that they have problems. They have psycho problem, which they need to treat.
I don't think they have psycho problem. They are only going out there to control what they've told them to control. Please don't let that information fly everywhere. Go and tackle them with this. let us use that one to discredit them in a way. That is why even when they're explaining what they're explaining, you can see the anger in their voice. And
I'm not bothered by whatever they do, because there's one thing I know. Most of the things I've been analyzing on my platform, and thank God that, I mean, he said he was here. I thought he said he won't come to my platform again. He said he was here, he was listening to me. He picked one or two things, and the remaining one he throws them away. Fine. You guys will be telling people don't come here, but you guys are coming here. Don't come here, but you keep coming here.
that is why I
Okay,
said people does
let's
not
go.
think with their brain. They only follow what these guys are telling them.
And
Now,
they'll be
Oga, they come the platform, but then they restrict you now to go there to get brain.
and they'll be all disappointed, because why? Me, I'm trying to follow the case. I'm not like them who are just hearing hearsay for whatever anybody say. Me, I'm devoted to the case which I have committed myself into, and I'm to put information together. I'm also helping the public to be healthy, so that they don't get used unnecessarily. I speak where I have to speak. I focus where I have to focus. Like, for example, this morning I was talking about Mohbad father doesn't need any private investigation. He doesn't need private investigator. Why would you be Why would you be needing private investigation on something that you already know what happened? It doesn't work like that. It's not a joke. Baba know what killed Mohbad. What killed Mohbad is not a mystery anymore. Mohbad died. Mohbad was killed. Okay, but now the family has this information. It's intact between the family. But Mohbad, are you ready to put yourself and your family in a very big mess if you keep pushing the public kind of justice? The public want 100% justice for Mohbad. But can Baba Mohbad stand this? Baba love his children so much. Baba love Mohbad. Baba love Adura. He love blessing. Baba only don't care about every other person with me, and every other Baba don't care. But Baba love his children. And are they innocent in this particular case? That's the question. And since they are not innocent, then there's nothing Baba Mohbad can do. He's in a tight corner. He's in a very tight corner. And his prime boy, innocent? No. So again, I'm telling you guys, okay, anytime you see women dragging prime boy, please don't put your mouth on. And that's what I say. African TV titles. I think you guys are the one that was carrying this prime boy matter in your head. Leave prime boy for Wumi, and I put up a dragging prime boy. Prime boy know what he did. Wumi is not wrong when it comes to prime boy. Leave Wumi and prime boy matter. Prime boy has not given out the information what happened. Something happened that made something to happen. If something did not happen, something will not happen. Let me give you a good gist, a good thing to work with. Ask prime boy this good question, and it is the reason it's not in the public yet, but I hope it comes to the public, and all this, people who are not speaking, information comes slowly. It comes slowly, right? Ask prime boy the main reason why Mohbad told him to come down from that car. Guys, if you know the main reason why Mohbad told prime boy to come down from that car, then you will know why Mohbad has to die. Mohbad too has his own fault to one extent, okay? And it is the way it is, like I said in the morning, when you get yourself involved in some certain things, all of us are here, we don't know the way some of you live. I'm not going to be responsible for your reckless life. All of us were taught to live so well, okay? So that we don't go through difficulties along the line. But if it happens, we take responsibility. It is the way it is. What is so painful here right now is that Mohbad is dead. If Mohbad is not dead today, you could have been blaming him to somewhere. The same way you are blaming Wumi and blaming every one of them. When I look at all of this matter this morning, I look at everything. I pity everybody. I pity Wumi herself and what she's going through at this moment. I told my sister, Papa Reno, leave this case. I said this morning for the first time, more than 1 year right now, I told my sister, Papa Reno, and you know what happened? It was the pity of Wumi that just came to my head. After I finished thinking, I said, look at how she's struggling now. Look at everything she's going through. But when I thought of it deeply, based on some information that I also have an analysis, I look at it deeply. I said, but the problem I have with women is that woman is not a serious child. Okay, and I understand her pain. She feel like, don't forget that our classic women produce drug. Okay, so working with that information, she might feel like, me who have taken, so many insults, I've done so many things I couldn't have done to help this guy, and suddenly this money come and the family just come, they want to get everything away from me, who is the wife. All right. Wumi is going to be mad. Okay. And that's why I said that Karimo was technically right when she said that, guys, Wumi must go and beg Baba Mohbad. Karimo was 100% right. Though I don't agree with it because I'm a public. We want 100% justice. But can Baba Mohbad beat his chest that he wants what the public want, 100% justice? Baba can never agree with you that. And that's why I stated it the other time that Baba Mohbad cannot tell you that you get private investigator. Private investigator, all that thing Yomi is doing, Yomi Fabi, Baba Mohbad can never work with Yomi Fabi and work with anybody you bring as private investigator. When you know what happened to somebody, okay, when you know what happened to somebody, right, you will just look for a way on automatic big banimwa. That's why I said that one solution that I see as a family solution, public solution is the family solution. Okay, public solution, we don't want reoccurrence of such thing in the society, in the community. And that's why we all stood up. We see how Mohbad was killed, everything. We stood up. We say anybody that do this must go down. We don't care whether it's the father, the mother must go down. Okay, but within the family right now, since what happened to Mohbad, there are some members of the family that are conspired to it, that are part of it. Okay, if 100% justice is to be attained, Baba Mohbad family member will be affected. Can all of you open your eye and see your children dying in front of you? If you have the means to save them, would you let them die? Any true parent, okay, who truly have a bond with their children will not let this happen. Baba Mohbad is in a very tight condition. He's a good man, he has a great heart. But the condition that he's in, the position that he's in, is what would not allow him to do everything that Papariano wants. Papariano wants so many things. We have said so many beautiful things.
Papariano, 1 second, please.
He is.
Papariano, please, before I'm going to drop now, I want you to please elaborate more on this particular subject and the reason why these people that came this morning, they've never at once.
Don't just take a fool for a fool. The person you think is a fool may be playing the fool just to get you. These are the people who went to court and swore false affidavits. These are the people who went to court. They went to court and they put money in my account when I did not solicit for money. You put $1 in somebody's account. You swear affidavits to it and you submit it to the High Court. My brother, these people are calculated. They are calculated. They are deliberately trying to defame and derail justice. They are deliberately going after Ada. Do you know how many people now that will be going around saying, do you know how many people will be going out saying Ada is a thief?
African television. They will only, you see, the foolish person's way of doing things is to look at information without doing their research. The first time I engaged with Nay Moron, I engaged with her just like an uncle or a father. She's calling me a great-grandfather, uncle on that, patronizing me, and I told her I don't want that patronage. And I told her, do your research thoroughly.
You look like Guresi, brother.
Thoroughly.
You look like
But when
Guresi,
I asked
brother.
her the question, when I asked her the question, she was lost. When it was then that the under suddenly add any meaning to her. It was at that point that she swayed it off and started looking in other areas because the information they get is a screenshot from somebody that they've sent to them, not the full-fledged links. Well, if it was a link that was
who
sent to them,
who
at
sent
least
it
you
to
can
them?
click on the link.
I will not be
Yeah,
surprised.
but the
Yes,
thing is,
IT
the thing
guy,
is,
IT guy.
it's
I
the
will not
same
be
people.
surprised
It's
who
the same
sent
people in the same group.
who sent them
In
that
the same group, the
information.
same. It can be
They are
Gorexi,
working
it can
for
be
somebody.
Honorable York, it can be any of these people.
No, it's that
They're
dog.
working for
It can be any of
somebody.
them.
That stupid dog. I think
But
it's
they
that
used
dog.
her. They used her. She actually thinks that she's intelligent. She thinks she's intelligent because she comes out and be their spokeswoman. And because they've chosen her as a spokeswoman and they've given her an accolade that she can speak well, that's what she thinks anyway. And she has the confidence and that she can fight anybody. But the only defense that she has to be able to put her message across is to disrespect people, which did not work for me.
We have two
I
boxes.
knew exactly what she was doing.
She's up her nose.
We can place them in two boxes now. Let's place them in two boxes. One, the box of foolishness, illiterates, primary 6 illiterates who can speak English. And then we put them in the second box of calculated, criminal-minded people that deliberately want to deceive the public. So anyone
Now you are talking. Now you are talking because they are playing. They are playing to two groups. The one is the public, and the other is their own gallery. They have their own gallery. So they, I mean, look at Gorexi. He won't let me speak. He won't let me speak. He just kept, and I said to him, look, Paparano is already finished with you guys on the aspect of Ada Foundation. And then she said something about that's York. It came through the wherever that you are working for Ada Foundation, and I had to break it down for you to understand. I don't even know who this person is, and I'm not here because of Ada Foundation. I am here for you to know that the public have the right to be represented during that inquest, and what we want, we're challenging this process that is crooked, is to ensure that the challenge is registered in the CTC. And that's the reason why the sign is there. Is that difficult? And I said, so many foundation can come. Even I can go as member of public. If I ask a question, they're not going to put it in the CTC.
I can
So
even
we want, and then when he then mentioned the public lawyer, and I said, can anybody go into the CTC and find that guy's name and find a question that the guy asked and what the response was? Yawa Gas. His name is there. His name, I mean, the sniper, I said the sniper is there in the comment section. He's digested this thing inside out. He will be able to do a search and find this lawyer's name. And we know the question the lawyer is asked in the past. And if we can't find one after 12 months, you do know the reason why other people need to come and represent the public, where they have to come and fight on behalf of the public. I mean, this whole thing, the thing is, yes, it is good for us to cross platform. But for me, I will always choose my time. And sometimes I don't really have the time and I wish I could do it. But luckily for me, especially, I found an opportunity to engage at that level, knowing that at least it be in an engagement where they do. If you drop me, then we know you. Then they said, because they are co-hosting, for the first time, I went to click on the button to host and they show me what to do. And I engage with them because we need those kind of engagement. Those kind of engagement is what is going to stick a balance in this process, because even Toyin Peperempe came onto that, was invited herself and she was there and she cautioned Gorexi, you now need to stop speaking and let these two people engage. And I'm thankful for Toyin Peperempe for coming in there to adjudicate that particular process, to ensure that I was able to ask those two questions in a timely manner. After which I knew that my work was done. You know, and we need to. I mean, you know, you go on platform. I'm not even sure if it's on Toyin Peperempe's platform that Naimoli was calling me Ole. And I told her, what did I steal from your great grandfather? Waiting I thief, for instance, your coffers. When your lineage of your generation, when they started, waiting I thief. And it was on Toyin Peperempe's platform, I'm sure. Accommodated that, and she had a list, and I'm included in the list. So is everybody on our side. And I told her I don't have any problem with that because I've already accepted Ole as one of my name already.
IT, the one where they pay me, you go show them your Benz. People will not get bicycle. You go to show them your bench.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, African
Say it
TV.
is way.
There is something over the last 1 year. There is something these people have been doing that needs to be corrected. You see what they do is, as you've just said, they will make something up. Once they put it out there, they cascade it out there, and before you know what's going on, they think that when they do that, they've got one over us on this side. But what I'm trying to say to you is, I am engaging with you in a very civil manner. You are the one cursing me. And you remember when I got her, when I told her if she can come on that, maybe she's got a vibrator that she can stick in there. And then if that kind of thing actually make her come, she took offense. She said, I wasn't this. I said, but you did. I said, you cannot choose how you want to disrespect me and then expect me to keep quiet all the way through. So I just want you to know, if you want us to start woto now, let's start off with your vibrator that is actually inside there that you are coming off. And if that's what you come off, let me know. Then she calmed down.
Let the water sprinkle everywhere.
You see? So the bottom line at the end of the day is that look, it's tit for tat is what I call it.
Yes, sir, you'll be back.
I was minding my. You know what she said. You know what she said. You know what she said. She said to me, "I've been hold on, African TV." She said, "I've been moving from one corner to another inside that place. It seems as if I've got it." I said, "In my own home, you don't tell me where to move to. I want to make coffee. I'm not going to sit down in front of the screen." But we need to be able to do this thing in real time. In order for us to earn that respect, we need to be able to debunk certain things instantly there and then.
That's the truth.
There
Anywhere
and then.
you see them
Tit
lying,
for tat.
you go there, you challenge
Let's do it
them.
there and then.
Let's shut them down. No,
That's
no
my
more,
take.
no
Let's
more
carry
mercy.
on.
No gentleman. Anyhow, congratulations on your debut.
AFTV.
Congratulations. Hold on, let me greet you on your debut. Congratulations. Now we'll be looking forward to your show. We'll be looking forward
Thank
to
you,
you
African
now.
TV. You know, I wasn't even ready for that.
It's
I
okay.
wasn't even ready
It's
for
always
it.
the first time.
Because that is the only way I
always
could
the first
engage.
time.
But like you said,
The
in
IT guy,
future,
I was shocked.
and I know, at least I know what to do.
You are hosting. I was like, IT guy is hosting. How did he get to this level?
What can we do now? I mean, if that's what they said,
Guys, you need to tell us when next you're going to host, because I need to come.
I will have to plan it and make sure I get the timing right. So timing is critical in this game. But
I have to be there.
All the ladies should go and get a
Let's come and do Woto section.
No, Papa.
No. We need a no.
Exactly.
We need a no.
We all have to get this thing at one point.
IT guy, I need to be you. You know, maybe I want to be hosting and be talking more about all of these important issues about this economics, all these little things that people are taking to be. Do you understand? So I want to learn. Maybe Papariano will teach me how to host.
Our very own accountant. You need to.
I mean, I learned
You need
it.
to
I learned
learn.
it under duress. Under duress.
And they need to
Guys,
learn as well.
30 seconds.
You see,
30 seconds,
Chairman,
30
they are all
seconds, guys,
learning the
30
hard
seconds.
way.
They will all
Because they,
TSL. Sorry. I think we learned something. This is a TikTok school. We need to have categories for primary 6, the name morons. No, on a serious note, then we need Paparano school for those who want to learn how to stream live. And then we need the accounting school for those that think that every foundation is a scam. Because once they hear foundation, all they think is money, money, money. So let's start a Paparano University for TikTok. And then we have different
faculties.
subjects.
With different faculties.
Yes, we need it now. We need that now.
I think it's needed.
Please.
Yeah.
We should register the
faculty of
the Neymoron class. Neymoron class, and then the Gurefus, the Gurefus classroom. I will sponsor that one. I will sponsor the Neymoron class and the Gurefus. And then other people can sponsor other classes, because we are really dealing with a bunch of people that need to be schooled. You know, we came into this movement.
I watched your interview with KTV a few days ago, and you made one allusion. I would like to highlight on that when K Crown asked you the board members of the TV, and he was mentioning names. So for every name he mentioned, you gave a prefix or a suffix to each of those names. When he mentioned somebody's name, you said King of Thieves. Could you please elucidate further what you mean by that acronym to such a name?
Yeah. Gurex Fool is the king of thieves. I'll tell you why. When Gurex Fool joined the foundation, we brought him in because he alluded himself to be a relative of Joe Band. So thinking he was a relative of Joe Band, we thought at least somebody that can trust, that Joe Band can trust. So we put him in charge of treasury so that accountability, Joe Band cannot be out there saying they're thieving his money or they're thieving money in the name of his son. So we decided to put somebody, and Joe Band was in the group because we needed him to be there because everything was meant to be transparent. And at this stage, we were not even counting money, or we have not even opened any foundation account. So, but let me tell you, when Gurex Fool, when he started talking and joining the group, we could pick this thief-free behavior, this sneaky. At a point, I thought he was a police officer. I thought he was a spy. And I told some inner caucus, I said, this guy operates like undercover, like a cop. We thought maybe he had something to do with Mobile's death, or he knew something. So in my inner caucus, we had our alerts on that this guy was not kosher, He reeks like a thief, like a snake, like a chivalry manipulator, conniving person. You could tell from his voice, you could tell from his attendance. Sometimes he'll be somewhere, and when you tell him to on his camera, because at some point we started doing Zoom, so we could know everybody. And he would be talking and refuse to on his camera. So, that's the behavior of a thief, But all in all, we wanted to dismiss him. But some people said, no, leave him. Until we finally got tired and we said, you know what? All the misinformation going out and all the criminal allusions, we just had to dismiss him. So when I say he's the king of thieves, I mean it because I have studied him. Even the Gurex Fool that I gave a ride from the Baba Mobile's house and dropped him at beggar, and he was begging me. He was begging me money for transport. Imagine this guy who's claiming to be somebody. Number one, you didn't come with your own ride. Okay, fine, no problem. Everybody doesn't have to have a car. But when you have to beg me for a ride, and you beg me for money, you have partaken of my money, and you have the audacity to go out there and speak lies about me. That's a thief. That's a thief because you stole blessings from me. I blessed you by giving you a ride. I blessed you by giving you money. I blessed you by making you a treasurer. In every ramification. And you go out there and you want to say silly things about me. So he's a Gurex Fool and he's the king of thieves. Anybody that is ungrateful, anybody that you do a favor, they ask you money for school fees, they ask you money to buy food, and you give it to them out of your own compassion, and they go back and talk lies about you. They are ungrateful and they are worse than a thief. So those are the things that qualify him as the king of thieves. So I hope I'm clear. Chairman. Chairman, are you there?
It's okay, but not that he has actually stolen any property or any valuable or anything.
It's just a sneaky behavior.
It's okay.
It's a sneaky behavior. And listen, let me tell you, if you're not convinced, if you're not convinced,
African TV, this is my position. African TV, this is my position. I want it's just a suggestion. I don't know if this house is going to accept it. Let me make that submission and suggestion that let's be more matured in this university, in the sense that we call it the way it is. If we have very good evidence, very good conviction about certain, so that we can stand and defend whatever we say till eternity. I don't think we should join others to be doing wotu or to be calling people names or to be alluding to things that we are not privy to. In my opinion, I think we should be above board. We should be overboard on this matter. Let's just be who we are, because I know TSL.
Chairman, hold on, Chairman. Let me dialogue this with you. Chairman, let me discuss this with you. Let me tell you, please. When we open this university properly, Paparano University of TikTok, we will create also a peace class. We'll put you and Super Vibes in that class where you guys can preach this. You can preach that. But let me tell you, before you go and register as the lecturer of peace, there is a video that I saw on TikTok. There was a young girl dressed scantily. She dressed so in tight underwear, her bra, everything revealing. And she said she was going out to the park. Her father and her mother now say, hold on, you're going out like that? They also went and dressed like that. They dressed, Papa putting on tight, his breast, his big stomach, everything showing. When the girl saw it, the girl now said, Mom, Dad, you can't go out like that. And they said to her, if you can go out like that, so can we. So if these guys can go into the mud, me, I will swim in the mud. No holding back.
Okay, do we all agree with you?
If you allow these
TSL,
fools,
TSL, I think.
sir, if you allow these guys to continue,
I was in the comment section.
So do we all agree with
if you allow these guys to
Chairman,
continue,
let me give you my brief take on that. You see, one thing I've always known that I experienced today as well is that you have to adapt to the environment you find yourself. If I did not adapt very quickly, they may have bullied me out of that platform. So you can go with good intent, but when you realize that they are throwing daggers, you just have to be subtle. You're going to throw it, but because you want to achieve something, you also have to take some insult of them until you arrive at exactly where you want. The moment you get what you want, please drop. And that's what I did. As soon as I got what I wanted, I had to drop. Because at that point in time, my degree of intelligence and the stress that's pushed me up to be that patient can no longer hold forth. And that is what we need to learn. Once you've achieved your objective, click that button. When I clicked the button the first time, I realized I haven't achieved my objective. And they were saying something, and Naimoli was the one that said, let's bring him back. It was then York decided to disappear. So I thought, okay, because I haven't finished, and she insisted that she wanted to bring me back, and it's I want to engage with, then I went back. But I've already learned exactly how they operate in their environment, how they want to bully you, how they want to suppress you. What they want to do is to insult you so that you can run away, is what they call it. But for me, it is not running away. Sometimes some people don't have the patience because of their own mental well-being. Some of us have got a Teflon, we've got the patience, but we also need to play that game with them.
Yeah, sometimes.
And so the bottom line at the end of the day is that when you also need to know that on their platform, it could be 2 people. There are 3 people waiting in the background to join. Waiting to join. So depending on how you are managing yourself, if you are managing yourself like Sodor and you are trying to be gentle, then you will see 6 people. But if they see that you are tackling them and they see that you are not taking prisoners, then they will leave you alone. You see, so that is my take on it anyway, because you can go with what you want to go, your own intention, but you need to adapt very quickly.
Well said. Well said. Papariano, what's your take on this? Papariano is Sumba. TSL, let's have you on this. TSL.
everybody's asleep. Everybody's asleep.
At 12 o'clock.
They don't want to fight.
At 12 o'clock.
They don't want to fight.
J for Imole. I'm saying Frederick. I don't know if it's Frederick. Like, yo.
J for Imole, what do you think? We give them wutu back, or we play gentleman?
Okay. Adenike, good morning.
Leave them for us.
Madam Adenike.
You guys are bigger than all those kind of things.
What's your session activated?
We that is ready for that. So it's too they are too small for you guys now. And I don't think that's there now.
Exactly.
You know hear wetin me talk. You know hear wetin I talk.
Exactly.
You know see the
I
Baba
know your
and
stand
Mama.
there for China. I know your stand. You ready to give them the repeat as that one.
Me, I dey fight 6 men at the same time. Real life.
There will be the children. Now we supposed to face them. You see how
they fight 8
that one
people in
don't
combat.
be.
It will come be small children for TikTok. Won't talk to me.
No, that is you big pass that one. You see a chairman talker. I'm all your sleeper like that. We will leave her for like we now go fit the way be say.
No, we go send una young ones. But you get the time, like IT guy talk. You get the time where we go put our
In
gloves
fact, I am shocked with what I think I did. I am still in shock. Okay, let's have Adenike.
You see the part where chairman take come yours now. Chairman just clear there, just clear everywhere. See where IT man just come, just give them clear out for them.
Chairman, if to say I see chairman, if to say I fit see you face to face now, for say me you chop knuckle. Chairman.
You can send lion. You can send lion.
Which lion you want? The one where get a horn?
The one where Papariano they always take play.
That paparia no na unique one no. Than the one we get on now I said give
That's one thing I've realized on TikTok that
they were not informed.
You just have to know where you go to.
Yeah, they were not informed. Yeah. And why even bring an information that you had no clue about? Exactly. You were there to actually just create your downfall by your own self.
With that,
you set yourself for failure.
The organization in question can put her in trouble. Because I thought
she was well informed.
You have put that of organization into disrepute and you will pay dearly for it.
Did you know today is the first day I have seen such that was 600,000 or something like that? I said, whose money is that? I said, who owns that?
600,000. In fact, company house will come for your head.
Oh, definitely, especially in the UK. Oh my goodness.
HMRC will come for your head.
HMRC, yeah. Huh.
You see,
they'll come for you big time.
You're missing another thing. Ada should take her up. Ada should take that lady up and charge her immediately.
Exactly.
She should be charged immediately.
So that's the way.
If someone recorded it and sent it to Ada Foundation, she's doomed.
Ada should sue her.
She's doomed.
That is the way.
You need to stop.
That is the way we should be operating.
And they should collect that vibrator from her.
That's the way we should be operating. Like. If you do
that's what we
you really do need to stop.
You defame anybody, you do things that are unwarranted. But we should be above board. We should tell them this is how things are done in a sane society that we are in. This is the way things are done. If I don't have a source of information as a credible and I kind of
you see, Chairman, very, very quickly, yeah. If I can challenge them without doing any research about Ada's foundation, and I only use my understanding, my own life understanding, if you know what I mean. Yeah? Am I audible? I think.
Yeah,
am I audible?
Was expecting you
You're
to
audible, yeah. You're very noisy, though.
That word, Michael, TSL.
Yes, very quickly, Chairman, because I wasn't sure if I was audible. So what I'm trying to say very quickly, I will hand over to you very quickly, is that if I can challenge them based on my little understanding about how the process works, without doing any research, without finding out anything about Ada Foundation, and we got to where we got to, that goes to say you need the wisdom of life to understand the basics of life.
Correct.
You see, and if they're going to those schools where you haven't seen the information, but they've already doctored you already. Look at the idiot that says she wants to educate or tutor me. And I said, take it back.
What I'm saying to you, I know it by the virtue of understanding how things works, not because I've done any research. So this is the problem that we have, because if they have to think on their feet, they will still mislead people. That is the problem. That is the school of thought, and that is the school they've gone to. They will always misrepresent, misguide people, and they will always do the same thing, be judgmental, jump to conclusion, because that is how they are. They are lazy thinkers. They are sort of like lazy lecturers. They don't do their research. They are not ready for class. They are getting paid at the end of the month. They just go and do best endeavors. And one thing I understand in life about knowledge is a little bit of knowledge is very dangerous. A little bit of knowledge is what kills people every day, is what put people in prison every day. You can now not get to a point and say, I did not know. You should know. That ignorance is not going to be acceptable in front of the law. No. And when Toyin Peperempe came in there, she came very quickly with the hope that she can defend her. But Toyin Peperempe herself now realized that, I feel like I said, I don't catch this one. But I still repeat that she should keep coming on that vibrator, and we will now have to name a vibrator. A vibrator, we have to look for a name. I think I will call it Nei Zuma. You know, what's the, no, Nei X. You know, space, when something is going to space, X, space X. Nei X. That's the vibrator I want to name after. It's going to be called Nei X. Carry on, Chairman.
Yeah, Adenike, can we have a good morning? Welcome.
Off me, sir. I'm driving.
IT guy.
Okay.
IT guy.
I'm driving.
IT guy.
Now,
The
gentlemen,
IT guy.
if you look at that, if you look
Oh,
at
is
what,
it good?
I'm listening, TSL. I'm
if you
listening.
look at
It's
what that
nice
lady did,
better.
gentlemen, if you look at
We
what that
need to
lady-
work on that until we
if you
get it
look at
right.
what that- gentlemen, if you look at what that lady is parading, so in case anybody wants to engage her, you will see on top of they wrote micro, and they gave you 1, 2, 3 bullet points. The question to her is, can you please explain what that micro, because that micro is a very big word that connotes a lot of things. So can you please explain what that if you cannot explain that micro, okay, let me explain. Micro, if I say it, I will give it out. I don't want to give it out. Explain that word micro. Once you can explain that word micro, then I can listen to you.
We have different micro. We have micro green.
The microwave. The microwave.
No, though, man, although I missed the show, but I'm so like upset that Nehimoli had the guts to think that she can even engage the IT guy.
You know, she's, oh my God.
Who gave her the audacity?
Mumu Molly.
What was she thinking in her head to think she can engage
If you check
the
her
IT
background,
guy?
she might not have any proper parental guidance.
That's just
in her
it.
life.
Nehim.
That stupid lady calling all of us thief.
I think they're setting her up for
Do you
failure.
guys used to watch Indian movie when you guys were young? Remember that was
why is this meeting today now when I'm walking? They dance. They dance. They dog.
So
gullible.
it's part of what we do here, so everybody can harm
No,
themselves.
you can't
and
come up
engage.
with such a malicious and
It is
malicious
It's
paper.
criminal. It's criminal.
Criminal. It's criminal.
It's criminal.
And they did it on, but they are so intentional about destroying people's reputation.
Exactly.
And then by doing that, they disgrace their own selves.
Where do you want to
I mean,
destroy?
no,
they were not even
these
informed.
people are people of no substance. So they don't even care. They're already low. They're already on below the ground. So they don't have any reputation to protect.
No, it's true. It's true.
So
And that's
all
why
they want to do is to look for people with credibility to pull them down. And don't forget, they are dealing with a kind of followers that are also low in their IQ. And it is our responsibility by God's grace to save those people from them.
Exactly, and that's what we're
Just like what the politicians and some of our religious leaders are doing, that's what this group of people are doing. They take advantage of the ignorance of the population that follows them. So that is why that particular population that they have, they need to be enlightened. I'm glad we're doing something like this. I woke up to hear Chairman really analyzing and explaining from step to step the accounting of what Nehimoli thought she had that could incriminate at that foundation. She does not know anything about the foundation. She doesn't even know what is foundation. She doesn't know how foundations operate. For you to even pull that out and see that the foundation is active, you are supposed to be giving credit to that foundation.
Even up to date.
Up to date.
Exactly. And none of them can even show anything like that. Look at their own GoFundMe. What happened to their GoFundMe?
Imagine.
And they actually showed us accountability. Didn't they question, what was his name, Moyiwa, the other time? And what did he say? Oh, they need to be patient.
What's his name? Break the Silence Foundation said to submit a
he doesn't even, because he hasn't filed nothing. He doesn't have that either, does he?
He even said it's not necessary. It's not compulsory.
Is that what he
said? That day, I just left his platform.
No, I can see more reasons why he had to run away, why he absconded. Hey, maybe FCC was on his neck, or rather the tax office.
He said exactly. He said it's not necessary. Maybe it's true. Maybe FRS was
tax office. Yeah, maybe because he must have embezzled a lot of money, and they're like, you come and pay us, and then they'll jackpot here. Oh, Tilo.
You can imagine a corporate organization saying to the public that it's not necessary to file against the law.
Very necessary. Very, very necessary.
Of course, I think the last time he asked for money was his own personal account. So that money that they gave him was like a gift.
A gift, exactly. So they can't sue him for that.
Into the corporation's account.
Now you give him now.
And I believe that's what he's been doing.
Yes, so it's just like a gift. Okay, take. Oh, thank you for what you are doing.
On their head.
Which is the same thing, gentlemen, which is the same thing with Mr. Joseph Aloba.
Exactly.
It's a gift. Whatever you are
because it's a gift.
The access account is just a gift.
It's a fun platform.
Yeah. Account for you.
Even the GoFundMe is also a gift.
It's not
because there is no
if it doesn't give to you, there's
foundation attached to it.
Exactly. There's no foundation attached to the GoFundMe.
Exactly. So you can it's a gift. So
but the thing though, the more you are
accountability is not it at all.
The more you are is gonna give accounts of that GoFundMe because that GoFundMe was registered with his social security number.
5,000 years.
No. Actually, he will give accountability to the IRS.
No, hold on.
He's going to give it to the IRS, not to individuals.
That is only if the people in America raise concerns.
Raise concern, yes.
That is the only way. If they don't, he does not have to.
Even GoFundMe, they also monitor you to make sure you use what the money is meant for.
Now, as long as you make the payment into the person's account, whoever that you tag on the GoFundMe.
Yes, sorry, tribe of Judah. The GoFundMe is not going to monitor you. They're going to expect you to be noble and do exactly what you actually intended to do. Remember, you can also go in there. You can also go in there at any given time and change the format. You can rejig it and add more stuff to it. You can edit it at any given time. So unless there's an outcry, and you see the outcry needs to go to a number of percentage in terms of number of people. And that is when they're going to question it. So if those people that have put money in it, if it's just few people coming in, they don't pay more, they will just note what you've said. But if there is a reason why multiple people have to come and challenge that donation, then they will put a stop to it. They cannot cash out and they will investigate.
Yes. But the fear I have for him though, because whatever he's collecting now is using his social security number. And if for any reason he's audited, that money is going to be attached to his social security number.
No. It's a charitable fund. It will not be attached.
No. The money is dropping in his bank account.
Yes.
Well, if he opened a separate account for that, then it will not affect nothing.
Okay.
And I believe he must have. And guess what, Chema?
You know what? TSN.
Oh, if I say this now, they will do it. As I'm not going to say it.
No, I have a friend that got in trouble in New York because her meeting association used her social security number, because you have to have a social security number to open an account. So she used her social security number to open an account for the meeting. That's their town union. So before they started creating, then they haven't created a foundation to put that money. Guess what? The IRS audited her for $200,000 because that money was attached to her social security number. She was crying all over the place.
But she was supposed to declare that the money was raised for charity. But I've done this thing so many times. I raise money for charity, Come in.
Yes. If you declare it, yeah. But if you don't declare, that's where the issue is. Declaration and to let them know this
is separate money for this separate organization.
Because if he doesn't declare, that money enter his account, it's going to be, he will be slammed every tax, number one.
Yeah, because initially it was his own personal account that he put there. So all that money is going into his personal account. And it actually depends on how he runs the account, because most of the time the banks also report you.
Of course.
So it depends on how he has been running his account.
The thing is, if something, let's say GoFundMe, for instance, are doing this, going into your account, whatever, we know that if they show us the monetary panel of that account, we know whether they're withdrawing money or not withdrawing money. Now, if money is being withdrawn and the money is going directly into your account, and maybe you transfer the entire money into an organization's pot, and the organization then disappears, you will then be on your own because you will have to account for that money. But as far as the IRS is concerned, it is an income.
It's an income.
It is an income.
They consider it
and
an
then
income.
you, at that point in time, you have to then pay the taxes on it. As far as they're concerned, they didn't send you markets.
Yeah, but IT guy, but that money wasn't supposed to go into his own account in the first place. They're not raising the money for him.
You have to.
They're raising the money for someone else.
TSL. You will have the account. You use your own account to collect money. Yeah. At the end of it, the money in its entirety is now being transferred into someone who needs the money's account because they used your own account. You then will declare to IRS, money coming into my account, I stood for this donation and I've transferred the money into that person's account. Then it's up to IRS to go and chase that person to find out what they use that money for, whether they use it for the purpose intended or something else. So it's a ripple effect.
I've never ever
it's only if they come to you,
we always attach the person that we're raising the money for. We always attach that person's account.
You do. Your national insurance, as a lady has rightfully said in America, is actually told the government that you have acquired some money. And all IRS is